Well, we're going to be talking about a few things. If you want to talk about it, all depends what you want to talk about. Cars, motorbikes. Um, I do build a lot of tools. Um, I'm still waiting for steel to turn up. It should be here this week. Well, I hope so. If it comes back as a someone wants to have a chat within, we'll give them half an hour. If no one comes on, I'll just put it to the side. Um, yeah, it's been pretty quiet around here. I just become granddad again, great granddad. One of my grandchildren had another baby boy. Very cool. Hi, darling. How you going? I got it right, did I? Did I get it right? Early enough, I think. Yeah, yeah. Like, thanks a lot, darling. I oh, yeah, yeah. I hope to be having a good year. Can't be any worse than last year. Last year, I haven't left the house. We've got Kobex everywhere here. Next door neighbour's got it. Um, Everywhere he goes, all hot spots here. My granddaughter just had her baby about 3 or 4 days ago. She come home. She was here for a while. Then she went to her mum's. Uh, she walked right into maybe a hot. Mum's got Kovacs. We're really in the hot water at the moment. We don't know whether she's going to get it or the baby's going to get it or her boyfriend's going to get it or we won't know for a while. It's been really tough. Yeah, and I just had my last puncture mark for I've had me 3 needles now. So how's your bike going? I seen it the other one video there was still being worked on. Is it pink or red? Looks pink on my screen. The I know the Cortina you're still working on it. It's coming along good though. I said I'm going to be. I've got a bit more work to do on the English wheel. I'm still waiting for the shaft steel. I had to order some 4140 tool steel to make the shafts out for the bearings to sit on. Um, I had to order arena, 17 mil arena. It's pink. Oh, okay, 5 years ago. Oh, cool. Yeah, you don't often see pink as a first colour on a bike. Hmm. I've seen cars here like Tiranas. They're two-door Tirana. They got us come out in pink. No, June 2, PKIN, that engine. Yeah. God, you can type quick. I have it. B-A-W. Okay. Yeah. I got a little, my guitar's got about, I got about halfway through stripping it and buying parts for it. And I've got to buy a certain year apart to match it up. So the wiring's got to be all unplugged from the wiring plug. You take it out, then you pull your wiring out, then you replace it the way it's got to go on your plug, on my plug from my bike. So it all works the same. Yeah, some of these switches are all the same, but they just, I had trouble with my CDI box in my 600 Honda, F Honda. It had a buggered up CDI box. They got a headlight, don't turn off. And you blow the light doesn't work. And it puts too much power through the CDI box and blows them up, apparently. And it doesn't run anything over about, in gear, it won't go any faster than about 50 mile an hour. And yet you can open it right up in first gear and it won't go anywhere. It just cracks up, breaks down. So I've sat it in the shed for a while. No. Yeah, I know. My other Honda I got, I'm going to spin it around and drain some fuel out of it and paint. I've got to finish painting the tank. I got to put the stickers on it, but I didn't clear over the top. I got to clear over the top of the stickers, and that's all I got to do to that one. That one's done. Yeah, and my little Suzuki, I've got to repaint it black. It's black with silver stickers all over it. It was a racing version. Very rare. Well, goes like a rocket though. Even with my big fat ass on it, I said I've ended up I ride it on the rev limiter. The rev limiter's 13.8, and I read it on the rev limiter for about 10 k's. Near melted both exhaust pipes off her. No, not yet, darling. I sent my sticker. Okay. Yeah, I haven't received it yet. I've got a lot of stuff coming from, like some people I put out, like I wanted to get I don't want people to have to think they're buying and paying for things. I want them to contact me free for them to watch. But if they want to help me out doing things, that's fine. I said I had a young bloke over in US wanted a number plate and what was it, a number plate and an Australian flag I sent him and a hat. I said, I sent him over that. I said as long as he could send me something back like the same things but for the US. I haven't heard nothing back. But yeah. And I've got a guy who I don't mind. I've got a collection of hats. I got this one donated by Ampol Ampol Racing. That was donated by them. So I got some from GoDaddy Garage. There's a bloke if you want to watch do some work, mate. He's good at what he does. Pete. Is he from Pete? From Port Senior City. I said, I watched it lately. I said, yes. got it's a good videos. They're just different for Pete. I'm usually seeing him working on a car. Goes as he goes. Hi Barry, how you going? Are you coming on today for a live feed? So I didn't get any reminders from on the hi Joe. Yeah. 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 I will be live tomorrow. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. I haven't been getting your notices until I get up, and when I turn the computer on, normally it comes up straight away. But if I'm sitting here and I turn it on and I'm waiting for the notice to come through, and nothing comes through until after about an hour after you do your. That's why I'm late sometimes getting on. But I've been pretty slow. I slowed down pretty well around here because there's not much stuff going on. I said I've got one more build to do in the shed, and that's I'm going to build my powder coating oven. So I've got a lot of powder coating stuff to do for my car and a bit on the motorbike. Or I've got a motorbike frame I want a powder coat. Oh, yeah, I I'm going to try and get my car on the road history this year. I said that last year too. I see 100 subscribers. Yep, 101. I was 104. Then I woke up the next day and I was 101. They've been 101 since. So yeah, I'm real pleased. I'm trying to get this live feed sorted out so I can have a few more chats. Yeah, yeah. Some of the guys are talking to themselves here. There's only Barry and GoDaddy Garage and um, Simone from Cortina City. Uh, um, Classic. Classic, it's called. Go and have a look at her. Check her out. You learn very quickly. Uh, thanks. No, so I was really yeah. Today I might go out and bore out some holes and cut some bearings in for me rollers for me die set. I wish I had a workshop. Yeah, I wish I had a big workshop, a bigger one. Getting a bit crowded. I haven't finished all the work out the back. I've got another workshop out the back. There's 5 meters by 5 meter square work shed. That's where I put my motorbikes in when they got to come out of the workshop, out of here, and put them in there, along with a lot of these tools I make. And I can just go out there and bring them in, use them, put them back. Yeah. I said, I've been looking for one, but they want too much rent. Some of them want 1,200 to 1,200 a week rent on a shop. I can't afford that. Because I don't get paid from YouTube yet. You're right, if I did. What have we got here? Why? Yeah. Yeah, I wish my shed was, my shed's 13 metres long. That's include, that, I got my paint booth in that. So cool. That is so cool. Always need more space. Yeah, once you start building all these tools that I wanted to build for my workshop, I said, yeah, I needed more space to fit them in. I've got everything on wheels that you can move around, and the only thing I haven't got on wheels um, is my anvil stand, which is I made it, and my English wheel or my power hammer, uh, Venetian hammer. I haven't got it on wheels. Once I move them around and get them out of the road, I didn't think I didn't realise how using a lathe gets so dirty. It throws stuff everywhere. I got a bucket underneath the bench in the shed, and it's an old copper, and I can fill that up in one day. Just cutting steel back. Just need more space. Yeah, I put big rack. I was supposed to put toolboxes underneath me workbench, and I was going to put all the stuff in the toolboxes. That has to go in there, but they were $4,000 to make four toolboxes. One, two, three. Sorry, three toolboxes, $4,000. They were pretty big, but they were deep. I wanted them so I could put my lathe stuff in there and milling machine stuff. All my carbies from cars and all that are in boxes. Um, what else have I got to do? Yeah, the 9 inch. I'm going to get 9 inch diff repowder coated. Oh, it's only painted black, so I'm going to get it powder coated black. I might even try a metallic black with some silver metallic in a double black, heat resistant paint, and clear it and cook it in the oven. Should come up pretty solid. I'm going to be changing my front disc brakes over to, I'm putting a new spindle on. I don't know whether it's going to work or not, but according to the calculations on the height, the thickness of the spindle, and the original one on my car, they're a little bit smaller in height, but I could do with that because the spring, you can take it out, undo it, lift the spring out without even popping. There's no tension on it. And I run a XB Falcon B8 Lloyd coil suspension in it with a Gerlach caliper and Gerlach race brakes with standard rotors off a XA Falcon. I used XA Falcon rotors and the dual caliper, the dual master cylinder. I use that for the brakes, and because it's a disc brake on the front and disc on the back, the drum brakes, V8i drive. My stepson, he drove my Cortina the first time he drove it. He come out of the driveway, he got in the driveway and put it in reverse. And he's sitting up really douse in the front, and my car's got a fairly hefty cam in it. And when the cam kicked over it, he nearly belted his head on the windscreen. It was funny. Yeah. I don't drive it much anymore. Like I said, it's got no motor in it anyhow. It's sitting in the shed. I'm going to give it a full block down. I'm going to block it down, dry block. And then I'm going to pull the doors and everything. Sandblast all my hinges because they got this chrome on it. It's crap. I'm going to sandblast them and get rid of all that. I'm going to paint them. After I realign the doors, I'll paint the hinges. Just take the hinges off. Leave them bolted to the car. Paint the car inside the door frames, inside the doors. Put the doors back on. Line them all up till they're perfect. Because I've got a fair bit of. I've got some more lead work to repair down the back on the long boot on the driver's side. I can't get a rear quarter. I tried to see if Pete could get me one, but I never ever heard back from him. I haven't heard back from Pete for a long time. He got sick, and I think he just forgot about it. He's been pretty cook, I think. No, what else was there? Yeah, I try to keep it. I'm going to be doing a bit of building out the back. Probably be a few videos. I'm going to be working on my truck. Will be different videos. I'm going to replace all the cab mounts and new set of injectors, new set of spark plugs and leads. And I'm going to get a code reader for it, one that I can adjust the fuel mixture, like from how many litres per gallon I get. I normally get 100 litres per gallon. Yeah, no, there's a lot of other things I want to get done. I'll be glad when I can get some, pay someone to come and give me a hand, do some of this heavy work. I've got to do a lot of cement work out the back, put in some pavers, put in a roller door and all that sort of stuff. Still hot there. Yeah, it is. It was 35 yesterday, and I'm sitting in my bedroom with the office in the bedroom. Got the aircon going, and set on 21. It's turning off, and it's still bloody hot. Outside it was for 42 inside the workshop. No insulation. I still haven't got it. I can get it, but it's just the way things are going these days. You order it, and I ordered some new tool holders for my lathe. Yeah, I feel that way too. Makes me pisses me off. Um, and they sent them to South Australia from New South Wales, well, New South Wales to South Australia to the airport, then from the airport back to New South Wales, then from New South Wales back to South Australia. And they were supposed to due on the 28th. And instead of, well, I still haven't got them. Have some coffee. Good coffee mug. Says, Grumpy, give me coffee and no one will get hurt. One of my boy bought that for me for Father's Day. He's always buying me coffee cups. I think I've got about 300 of them. I've got one here. All got sayings on them. Some of them are funny, some of them are just hard to get the joke first. So what's the weather like over in where you are, Simone? GRGARFLD. Yeah. It's normally wet and muggy, is it? Very cold. Yeah, I wish it was very cold here. I like the winter better than the summer. Oh, hello, mate. How you going? Yep. Right. Well, that's 4 people I got so far. That's cool. 3 thumbs up so far. That's pretty cool. So I know what time to come out with the. Um, yep. Someone's saying hi to William. I think it's William. Uh, my young stepson, he bought a. He's got a passion for BMWs. He bought 2 nice BMWs. One he traded, one he swapped. He bought another one. It was British racing green, colour of it, but it was a 4 door and very nice car. Someone's had a bottle of brake fluid on the bonnet. Yeah, leaking brake fluid on the bonnet, on the hood or the bonnet. Yeah, it ate the clear off it and starting to come apart. He got this dark blue one yesterday. Very nice. It's got a bigger engine in it. It's in very, very good condition. I said, for the price he paid for it, yeah, everyone, Greg's mate. Hi, mate, how you going? Ken's small engine repairs. Yeah, I can. Yeah, yeah, I got a lot of stuff I got to put in my engine yet. Yeah, Greg on SHARED your CHANNEL channel. So, yeah. I stopped being on the highway to. Okay. You have to forgive me a little bit because I can't read too much too quick. So it takes me time. I normally got a little kid that sits here reading things for me out of camera, but she's not here. Yeah. P-P-I-C-K, Pick. E-I-N-G-E. Yeah. I'm going to be building a 302 Windsor. It's out of a Mustang 79, I think it is. Yeah, it's out of a Mustang. It's close to the year my car was made. It's a 302. I got it's only got a worn out camshaft. The blokes rebuilt it and never replaced the camshaft. And over the years, the camshaft just wore away and it was playing up. They couldn't adjust the time, so they pulled it out and put another block in it. I bought the block. I could pull the motor out, pull the cam out, and put new bearings in it. You pop a new cam in it and bob's your uncle. But I'm going to be doing a steel crank and steel rods and forged pistons. Um, my bore is only 20 thou over, and that's all it is. Yep. No, it's going to be having a GT40 heads on it. 296 kilowatt heads. I can get them with the kit, with the crank and the rods and the pistons, and everything comes together for about, I think it was about 4,500, 5,500 or something. But I want to put a Wyand supercharger on it. It's the one that's got the dual belts, one at the front, one at the back. And you can get it with when you're looking inside your bonnet, you can get it with your throttle body on this side, or you can get it with the throttle body on the other side. Because I've got a big vacant allotment on the right hand side of my engine, on my left hand, looking at it. As you look at it underneath the bonnet, I'm going to put it behind the headlight and run the airbox down there. Yeah, very. It all depends. I don't. It's not going to be a drag car. It's not going to be a hoon ramming around like most of them driving wheelies and doing shit. I'll probably drag it a couple of times on the trip, but I'm getting too old. Reflexes are getting a bit too slow. But car doesn't worry me. It's more. I'm not. Cars never worry me. Motorbike, I get a little bit uneasy on some of them, especially when you riding a bike, it gets a bit slippery, and when it's getting a bit slippery. But I'm not frightened of riding, going fast. I love it. More power, the better. Well, I don't want to put too much power through the Windsor. I can probably put 800 horsepower through it if I put a few mods in it, like strengthening brackets that they were made to sit on top of the rockers to hold the. I don't know whether they sit in the rockers or in the in the belly. It's something used to bolt in the belly. I've got to go through and have a look. I know you can get the ones that go over the crank, like the Ford motos, those bracket, they strengthen the bracket to hold the crank a lot stronger. I don't know what they call it. But I don't send my motors away to do anything for anyone. I said I'll take it and get it bored out. I'll get the deck blocked, deck get the block decked, um, and then I'll get it bored and ringed, paned, cut the ring groove in the top. Uh, there's a little take the rough edges off it, and then I'll come home and I'll put it all together. I've got to get a sump from off a Mustang. It has a sump like a Mustang sump. It's got the two piece sump. The dipsticks in the back, in down in the back, like a six-cylinder Cortina. Got the dipstick on a tube, comes out. .1 compute for a BLAW 8.1. Shit, it's a big engine. Yeah, I wouldn't mind putting a Coyote motor in with Cordy, but I'd have to go to a tube front end, take it all out, and build a frame, put the motor in there, and then build a frame around it so the tube frame holds the engine. I wouldn't have air conditioning, power steering. I got no power steering anyhow. I don't like power steering much. Cortina's got beautiful steering, more direct. Yeah, it's all here. Yeah, Cortina. Yeah, yeah. We never had much luck with the four-cylinder Cortina motors. We had four of them blow in about 3 months. The young fellow was putting them in his car one after the other. I used to have a big heap of Cortinas. I had two TFs and two TEs, plus the one I got, plus another one. Um, all V8. Yep, 2 litre in. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. I said the 2 litre ones we never had much trouble with them. I just where the eyelet, where the cam is for the fuel pump, it runs the oil pump too. I think it runs all the timing gear. That bloody it runs dry. If you leave them sit for a while, it won't pump the oil up into there, and it just tears that apart. That party blew up, and we were sitting there, and it wasn't had plenty of oil pressure. So, man, I have to go to up SETs. And me. Okay, sweetie, I'll see you later. Take it easy. Yeah, Sprain's going to set up a shop live with in the line. Me. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm. Yeah, we. Okay then, Ken. We'll see you later, Simone. Have a good day. Yeah, he getting back. He blew that motor. He drove it from our streets out the front here to the end of the streets is about 200 yards. He drove it from there to there and around the corner and back up to the roundabout and back into the shed, knocking like someone was in there with a sledgehammer. I will leave soon. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I still haven't got any. If anyone's wondering about, I still haven't got anyone to print those T-shirts yet. I said I'm still looking for them to do a good job. Yeah, to small engine replacement. Yeah, I used to have a 351 Cleveland in my Cortina. Um, I had it in there for 15 years. I said, and it kept on getting hot. Island, Island around town didn't worry it. You drive along the highway and she'd boil. She'd get hot. Didn't matter what. With 180 degrees thermostat, what it's supposed to have in it, exactly what it's supposed to have in it. 8 blade fan and twin thermo fans at the front. One for the oil cooler and one for the um, transcool. One for the aircon. Sorry. And I found out what was wrong with it. I realised once I took it all apart that the pulley on the front of the motor was too big. It was pulling out too small. Sorry, it was pulling the water through the radiator, and it's not getting time enough to cool. While she was closed, while she was idling, she was fine. You could put it on idle speed and let her coast down a big hill, and she'd cool right back down in a few seconds. Yeah, I had a drag with a twin turbo Supra. And, well, I beat him, but I blew both head gaskets. Uh, WYLL. It is, I think it's about 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning. 9:30, nearly 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, I didn't. I must have moved my finger, and the blue arrow wasn't up, but the message was the last one. What time is it? Yeah, 9:30 nearly. I haven't done too bad. I don't think I can handle any more people talking. It's taken a bit. It's 10:40 p.m. in the UK. It's 9:30 a.m. So that's about right, yeah. Uh, yeah, I'd sooner it be cold. I like the winter time better than I like the summer. Yeah, yeah. I've been experimenting which time would be the best to come on to get people to show come and have a talk. I like. Okay. Yeah, most people don't like winter time. They like it warm. And I said, I'm allergic to Roundup, and the government here, council spray Roundup around everything, and you get dust on you, and it gets in your joints. It doesn't take long for the allergy to pop up overnight, and yeah, red raw in a few days. You probably often see me when I've been on camera. I've got a couple of red blotches. I shave my goatee back, and I've got to treat it because I can't get in with the cream. This stuff here, that's what I use on it. Yeah, it's a bugger. Oh, someone said goodbye. Yep, goodbye. Yeah, no, I feel sorry for some of these buggers that do these real big live streams, but I wouldn't be too bad if I could read pretty well. Night, Greg. Night, Donald. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming. I'll try and catch up to your live stream. Yeah, well, I'll be finished in a few more minutes anyhow. Someone's back. Yeah, mate. Yeah, L-A-T, later, Greg. Yeah, mate. Same to you. Be safe. Oh, well, A-L, A-L-D-G-M-D-L-A-G. Yeah, how are you? And thanks, T-H-T-A-K. Take care. You too, buddy. Um, Alexandr. Yep, I agree. Yeah, mate. How are you? What you been up to? having a few conversations today. Yep, just you call me Alex. Yeah, mate. Thanks, Alex. Alex, Alex, Alex. No, I haven't actually. I've been sitting inside the last few days waiting for steel to come. I've got to finish my English wheel first, and then I'm going to be building a powder coating oven because I've got a few things I've got to powder coat. When I do some of the motorcycles, I've got to finish. I've got to powder coat some of the frame on the Katana I've got. I'm going to powder coat the whole frame and do some of the axle shafts and everything in the silver. Yeah, so I'm going to build one that will hold a full 9-inch diff. So when I've got the casing in there, I can put the strengthening brackets on and do all the casing changes to the casing, put the panhard rod on, set it up, put the casing in, get it all centralised, locked into place, and then I can weld the panhard bar rods in. As long as I can get it around the exhaust on the car, I'll be happy. Yeah, I gotta do some work on the engine wheels. Yeah, I've got to get the bike out. When my truck's broken down, I've got to put Usetter injectors in it. One of the injectors let go after 19 years. I said I put brand new plugs and leads in it when I first bought it, and I haven't touched it since. I've changed the oil, had a service, everything, and now I've got to get the spark plugs put in it, the leads done, and do the I'm going to put a winch on the front and put a new set of injectors in it and get them sorted out. Yeah, one of them must have collapsed properly because it smells of fuel and it runs rough as hell on one. So it's drowning the plug, not firing properly. I think it's on number 6. 6 and 1. The motorbike, all I got to do is I've got to finish painting the tank, and I'll get that done, and that bike will be finished. I said then I'll do the black Suzuki I got, then I'll do the Katana. Nearly time to go, everyone. I'm going to only be up for an hour on this because I've got to go and do some stuff outside today. I've got to go and start cleaning up the workshop, shift my car a bit around, move things around a bit, clean the bench off, get my welding table cleaned off, and finish putting the bracket in for the where between where the two parts meet when I mould together. I haven't finished putting the plate in. I had to change it. I like race trucks and cars. Miss old man. He loved his car. Yeah. Uh, I've got all my kids. I've got one kid of mine. One kid. He likes cars. Um, the eldest boy of mine, he likes cars, but we don't get along. He he gets the shits with me because I every time he goes to touch wanted me to do something on my car, I said I'm not ready to do it. Oh, why not? I said I got a lot of work to do, and it all costs money. He doesn't understand. My wallet isn't as much as what it used to be. He loves his car. Yeah, I've had my car 31 years. I've had me 14, 31 years. My son was 5 when I got it. He's 30 odd years old now. He was born on 28th of June, 1986. Yeah, I said my boy hasn't never got over a lot of things that happened to him. He's tough as nails, though. Um, I don't know. He's SUB to listen to Yeah, how many of them do? Listen, we can't tell them anything. Kids these days, they know everything. Kids from about 16 years old to now probably know more about cars than we did when I was 16. I never had nothing to do with. I, I mainly painted cars when I was younger. I still do. That's what I do. Paint cars, motorcycles. I I painted every bike I've had. I've painted myself, repainted them. I said one I got a CBR 900 double R. It's a 95, and it was painted. I painted it. I bought a fairing which was blank grey. It was in primer plastic. It was already in black grey plastic, like PVC, but it's not PVC. It's another plastic. It's white, and everything was white. I ordered another fairing which was red. I wanted the red base. Then I could put purple, green, or white, whatever else over the top. My dad is working with him was a small autism. Yeah, I started working when I was 13. Then I left school, went to work on the Bay Desert Shire Council up in Bay Desert in Queensland up here. Well, Bay Desert's on the border of New South Wales and Queensland. I used to live with my grandmother and grandfather. Was there for a few years, and then I left. My grandmother got real sick with shingles. Yeah, I left. It was the first day I ever did. I worked on the council. I stayed there. They banked all my money. I never, most I ever took out of my pay was $2, enough to buy a packet of tobacco. Yeah, I used to smoke. Dad was 15 when he started his apprenticeship. Sure, that was mine. I done a cabinet building course when I was in. I went to a special school because I can't read or write. I passed the practical, but I failed the written and technical drawing. And that's crap. I never liked doing that. Um, yeah, I worked. Didn't I worked on the council until I was 17, 18, nearly. No, I said it brings back bad memories talking about my younger days with my grandparents. Grandparents are supposed to look after you. They're not supposed to rip you off. I worked for years down there and all my money went in the bank. I'm a 64-year-old adult now. My grandmother's been passed away and my granddad's been passed away for years. All I got in the mail was saying I wasn't allowed anywhere near the funeral. I wasn't allowed anywhere near the court date for the reading of the will. And I got no money and no bank account. I said, I've tried to get me super from that job. I said, and I tried to get it and I couldn't. I said, they wouldn't even tell me. They tell me I had plenty of money there, but I need to write all these letters and stuff and fill out these forms. I said, me and my poor mum, my mum worked, she couldn't work, she had arthritis, really bad. She, my mum passed away in 2013, not long after her mother died. After they treated, I know I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I get really upset. Truealex. Yeah, I. It's just made me that cranky. I don't trust anybody anymore. I used to have friends that I could trust with my life. Just I got very little friends. I said I so how's COVID going around where you are? You still getting lockdowns, or we're not getting lockdowns, but we're getting really getting squeezed with the vaccination stuff. I don't like getting into politics, but those politicians, half of them wouldn't know what they're doing in here. Yeah, mate. ALEX. Yep. Get lost. Yeah. Well, I yeah. No, I don't like bloody lockdowns, but I don't want to walk into a house, a public place where there's people that don't care whether they infect you or if they're sick or not. I was sitting in the shop having a drink, and I was sitting in one of the food courts up here at Matapara. This woman walked between me and the next door neighbour table and coughed and spat all over me, top of me head, down me. I could feel it. Yeah, man, that was disgusting. I just got up and walked away. Didn't even touch my plate or anything. And yelled at her. Thank you very much for the cough and splutter all over the top of me. Yeah, our state here we were zero cases. Now we've got over 12,000. So, ooh, I think it's about time I say good night. Oh, well, goodbye. I got to do a lot of stuff today, and I think my other half's out of bed. Yeah, I toss and turn too much. So nice to meet you. Yep. Bye, Greg and TC double B like that. See you all later. Um, if you're watching, hit that subscribe button on my channel. Give it a good smashing, and leave me a comment if you want. But hit that subscribe button. That's what'll do me the world of good. And if you subscribe, try to keep it on there instead of one day there. I got hit with a big heap of subscribers. Once 30 in one day. I said they were still going. Next minute they stopped like a brake. Someone pulled the brake on. Anyhow, hit that like subscribe button. Hit the button. Thank you. We'll see you all later. Bye.